Everybody, thanks for joining us today. We're really excited about a recipe we want to show you. Karen and I have been making this for a long time. It's a grilled Asian mushroom wrap. It's an adaptation from an old cooking light recipe that used tofu that we substitute the Portabella mushrooms for. Let me show you that. So here's the recipe for our mushroom wraps. We're going to take some Portabella mushrooms and marinate those with a mixture of lime juice, honey, some soy sauce or tamari, lemongrass. Wasn't able to find any fresh last night, but I did find some lemongrass paste, and that you can substitute those equal parts. We're going to add some chili paste, some black pepper, and some garlic. Get those marinated, and what you do is grill them, and then after they're grilled, slice them up, put them on a lettuce leaf with a little bit of fresh julienne carrots, red peppers, some herbs, some cilantro, some mint, some basil, and a few crushed roasted peanuts. And you save some of this marinade as a dipping sauce, and it is fantastic, super satisfying for a grilled vegetarian dish. That got me thinking, we need some type of an accompaniment for this. What's another hearty vegetable that we can put on the grill? Immediately I thought of some cauliflower steaks. So we're going to get those grilled up. One of the things I was searching for, though, is what could we do to those cauliflower steaks? And immediately I was thinking, could we do some type of Asian pesto sauce? So I did a search, and lo and behold, there's a bunch of recipes for Asian pesto. This one uses some jalapenos and garlic, ginger. That sounds good. The peanuts we're already using. Not sure about the lemons, since we're using some limes in our marinade. But we already have some basil, mint, and cilantro for toppings for our wraps, so we've got extra of that, so that'll make it easy to make a pesto. This recipe calls for the roasted peanuts, but using serrano chilies, garlic, ginger, and limes. So I think maybe what we'll do is go with that. We'll go with the extra herbs that we have, and then maybe instead of the fish sauce here, we'll add a little bit of the tamari back and a little bit of peanut oil and use that as a topping for our grilled cauliflower steaks. So let's head into the kitchen and we'll get our Portabella caps marinated for grilling tonight and go ahead and get this pesto sauce made. We'll show you how we're going to do that.
All right, we've got our ingredients for our marinade for our Portabella mushrooms. We're going to start with 1/2 cup of some fresh lime juice. Get that in there. And then to balance out that sour, we've got 1/3 cup of some honey. Let's get that in there. And with the honey, I'm going to whisk all this together. I use honey a lot, especially when I'm making energy bars. But if this feels difficult to whisk up, you can always do this in a pot on the oven, heat it up for about a minute, loosen up that honey. It might make it easier to come together. These little spatulas that come with your Cuisinart, these are great when you're trying to get some type of sticky liquid out. You can see that we got almost all of that honey in there. Equal parts honey, low sodium soy sauce. This is actually tamari, gluten-free soy is going in there. Now we've got some lemongrass. I couldn't find any fresh lemongrass. I've got some lemongrass paste. We're doing a tablespoon. It's a little tart. It's a little salty. Adds a little earthiness to the marinade, and it's 1-to-1 ratio. So if you're using fresh, tablespoon, paste, tablespoon. Easy to remember. Bam, that goes in there. Some chili paste for some spice, and then we've got couple cloves of some minced fresh garlic in there. Easy peasy. Let's get this without staining my Brave shirt. Let's get this all mixed up. And actually the honey dissolved in there pretty easily. And then let's add just a little bit of some black pepper to taste. Probably about 1/4 teaspoon, no big deal. We've already got plenty of spice with the chili paste in there. A couple more stirs. I still feel a little bit of that honey on the bottom. Now, this may seem like a lot, but remember, this is also going to be our dipping sauce when we make our wraps with the grilled marinated mushrooms. Also, I'm not sure that Luke's going to eat this, so I've got some chicken breast, and I'm going to also marinate a chicken breast with a little bit of this for Luke and you'll tonight when we grill this up. All right, that looks fantastic. Give it a little taste. This is great. Everything is very balanced. Just a hint of sweet. Definitely taste that fresh lime juice. The soy gives it some saltiness, but I really think actually that lemongrass is really balancing it out. So got our mushrooms. Now let's just get these marinated. I'm gonna just pour this right over the top. And these are gonna sit in the fridge for a good 4 hours. And then we'll get our grill ready tonight. We'll get these grilled. And again, we're gonna chop these up after they're cooked. Put them in some romaine lettuce leaves with some julienne carrots and red peppers, some basil, some mint, some cilantro, and a little bit of crushed peanuts. And then we'll have plenty of this dipping sauce. This is fantastic. I'm gonna get these in the fridge and then we're gonna show you how to do the pesto for the grilled cauliflower steaks. Okay, so here's our mushrooms that have been marinating for about 4 hours. They look fantastic. Getting ready to put those on the grill. Cut up some cauliflower steaks. We've got a little bit of the extra cauliflower in there, already cooking and browning. I'm gonna put a little bit of peanut oil on these. Keep them from burning and sticking. I already did the other side. And we'll do a little bit of salt and pepper. I thought about doing some sesame oil on these just to add some extra flavor, but when I looked it up, sesame oil, the smoke temperature is about 375 to 410, and with peanut oil, it is closer to 450. So we'll sacrifice that flavor so that we don't get that burnt flavor with the sesame oil. Maybe we'll try that next time. Anyways, we made that incredible pesto that you saw. It tastes delicious. I can't wait to put it on these grilled cauliflower steaks. Let's go ahead and get these on. You see how thick these are? I think these are gonna take longer to cook. I think these are probably gonna be a good 20 to 25 minutes, and our mushrooms are gonna be about 10. So let's go ahead and get our cauliflower steaks on. You might say, yes, is that a fish spatula? It definitely is a fish spatula, because these things are
fishy.
No, they're not fishy, but they are tender, and I think we'll have plenty of room for our mushrooms. Let's put this one here. All right, we'll check those in a few minutes, and then we'll get our mushrooms on, get everything grilled up, and then plated, and I can't wait to show you this. It's gonna be fantastic. We've had our cauliflower steaks on for about 5 minutes, and they are starting to brown on one side. So let's get these flipped, and then we'll get our mushrooms on there. Got to be gentle with these. That was pretty good. This one's gonna break. Told you. Yes. Can you have a Mountain Dew? Sleepyhead. All right, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Let's see if we can save this piece of cauliflower. We'll throw it in there. That's why I had the grill pan. All right, let's get our mushrooms on there. Excuse me for walking in front of the camera. I don't want those caps to burn. If you're wondering, I've had the heat on medium, just so we can go slow and catch this right when it is cooked perfectly.
I don't have this.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need
Wait,
that.
listen.
All right, go ahead, Mommy, come over and get a shot of this. Yeah, these are much softer. They're definitely going to cook faster than the cauliflower. So we'll let the cauliflower go for another 5 minutes. In about 2.5 minutes, we'll flip these. That way, the mushrooms will finish the same time as the cauliflower, and we're going to get all this plated up and show you how it looks.
Mountain Dew.
Here.
I just got Mountain Dew. I just got some Mountain Dew. I had Mountain Dew. I had Mountain Dew. I got some Mountain Dew. I'm awake now. Got some Mountain Dew.
All right, stop. One thing you got to remember, there's a bunch of honey and lime juice in that marinade, and so those sugars will burn. So I think it's about time to flip these mushroom caps.
You just have to remember,
Boom.
I got Mountain Dew.
Perfect. It's been about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Can you see those grill marks?
Boom, pow, pow.
That looks good. Now we've got all this beautiful leftover marinade. It's not like this is raw meat. This was just vegetable. So let's pour a little bit of this on top. That looks good. So probably another 2.5 minutes and we're going to be ready to plate up and show you the wraps and the cauliflower and that fantastic Asian pesto sauce. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get these mushrooms off.
Mountain Dew.
Those are great.
Dorota.
I'm going to slice those up. Put that in with those. Let's get these cauliflower steaks off because we want to plate the whole steak with that gorgeous Asian pesto. All right, that's about as good as I can do it right there. Maybe what we'll do is take a little bit more of that sauce that we made earlier today. Just a little bit on top. Nothing too crazy, not too messy. Let's get this inside. Gonna get the mushroom sliced up, get this plated, and we'll show you how it looks and how it finishes off in just a second. Okay, so the cauliflower steaks turned out, I think they're great. We're gonna taste them in just a second. The pesto I know is good. Let me show you how we're gonna put all this together. There's our star, the marinated grilled mushrooms. Let's roll these up in these romaine lettuce leaves, a few of these, and then we're gonna grab a couple red peppers, some julienne carrots. This is really simple, super fresh and crunchy. A little bit of cilantro, 1 mint leaf, a nice fat basil leaf, and some dry roasted peanuts. I'm gonna roll this up. There's our dipping sauce that we made earlier. Gonna make a little bit of a mess here. Excuse me. This is fantastic.
Is it good?
It really is. It's so fresh, so satisfying. You don't miss the meat. Real quick, gonna get a bite of this charred cauliflower steak with some of this lovely pesto we made earlier. This was so easy. This is summertime. This is a wonderful fusion of Vietnamese and Thai. I hope you'll try it. I love it. I'll see you next time.